Good morning, Lions. I'm Lola.
And I'm Gracie, and welcome to today's super special Lion Report. To start off, let's send it over to the daily announcements.
Good morning, JSerra, and here are your daily announcements. Food Truck Friday is today during both lunches. Food trucks TK Burgers and Kona Ice will be here offering yummy treats and burger meals ranging from $3 to $10, so be sure to bring some cash. Quarter schedule changes are now open until this coming Monday, October 19th at 3 p.m. If you need to level down from a class, you can do so as space allows. Please see your counselor if you would like to make a schedule change for this quarter. You can host and decorate a trunk in the senior parking lot for the local elementary schools on Friday, October 30th from 3 to 6 p.m., including setup and cleanup. 90 spots are available and a maximum of 2 students per spot. You can earn up to 4 hours of community service for participating. Can't host a spot? Candy collection for 1 hour of Christian community service will begin on October 21st. For details or to sign up, look for the QR codes on campus. Mrs. Taylor in the counseling office needs a final head count of how many students are interested in being a part of the JSerra Equestrian Club. Remember that you do not need to compete or even own your own horse, and you will receive 5 PE credits if you fulfill all club requirements. Email her by today if you're interested. That's it for today's announcements. Back to the girls in the studio.
Thanks for that, Jillian. Hey, Gracie, have you watched the vice president debate?
Of course I have. Are you living under a rock?
Well, for those of you who have not watched it, Jillian has brought us a recap.
Good morning, JSerra. I'm Jillian Shade, and you're watching To the Finish Line. Last Wednesday, our Vice President Mike Pence and California Senator Kamala Harris met for their only debate. And unlike the presidential debates, this one focused mostly on the issues of broad differences between the two tickets on a wide range of topics. The debate began with the government's response to the COVID-19 crisis.
From the very first day, President Donald Trump has put the health of America first. And that was he suspended all travel from China, the second largest economy in the world.
Whatever the vice president is claiming the administration has done, clearly it hasn't worked. When you're looking at over 210,000 dead bodies in our country.
Energy was another hot topic throughout this debate. Vice President Mike Pence continuously criticized former VP Joe Biden and Kamala Harris, saying that they want to ban hydraulic fracking, which is a natural gas method used in Pennsylvania and elsewhere.
You yourself said on multiple occasions when you were running for president that you would ban fracking.
The American people know that Joe Biden will not ban fracking. That is a fact.
Here's some more topics covered throughout the debate.
Are you and Joe Biden going to pack the court?
The American people are voting right now, and it should be their decision.
While there was still some interrupting throughout this vice presidential debates, the polls proved that it went much smoother than the first presidential ones.
Thanks,
Jillian. During quarantine, I was trying to keep up with our alumni and had the chance to talk to Kat Hendrick.
That's so cool. Didn't she announce at the Olympics?
That's right. Let's go see what she's been up to.
One piece of advice that I would give incoming freshmen this year and those that are going off to college is to be as true to yourself as you can and be as true to the version of yourself that you are at that moment. I think no matter what, you're going to look back at what you did, and I look back at like outfits that I wore and what I listened to and things that I said and what I was involved in, and I'm like, oh my God, what was I thinking? But I think that that is a really important part of growth and of figuring out who you are. I would also say don't get too wrapped up in your future and planning out your whole life, because that's going to change, and it should. And I would say that, you know, sometimes figuring out what you don't want and sometimes finding doors that are closed is just as, if not more, helpful than figuring out what you do want to do. I went to the University of Georgia in Athens, and I highly recommend it. My advice for current high schoolers: go to bed, because I basically didn't for all 4 years, and I don't know how I survived. Shout out to Desmond, obviously, my best friend. definitely shout out to my little brother, Sam Hendrick, who's a freshman now. He's the last of the Hendrick clan to go through JSerra, and I adore him. And as for everybody else that's in quarantine, my heart goes out to you. And definitely, if anybody has any questions, if they want to get into journalism or broadcast or whatever, or if they're just interested in the University of Georgia for completely different reasons, please give them my information. I'm more than happy to hop on the phone with them and chat through it.
Have you ever wondered how fast a Tesla goes?
No, I haven't, but Nick Dubrow has brought us a Tesla review.
Let's go check it out.
On the track.
Thanks for that amazing segment, Nick.
Hey Gracie, do you know what the new school regulations are due to COVID?
No, I don't, but Katie met with Mr. Stroupe to ask him a few questions.
Let's go take a look.
I don't have a problem with students standing around the lunch tables. I think but there's just a matter of how many people are standing around. When the deans or the other teachers or other staff members are outside and they see a large gathering around a table, they're going to tell kids, hey, you got to break up, you got to move, just because we want to do what we can to maintain social distancing. But a single student standing at a desk, at a table, I don't think that's a huge concern. If you are not feeling well, just stay home. We're lucky that we have this Zoom ability where you can still participate in class even if you're feeling sick from home. If you're not feeling well, just stay home. It's safer for you and it's also safer for all your classmates. That we don't know. Right now, there's limitations on terms of how many people you can have at gatherings. So with respect to sports, we just have no idea. We don't know anything as the CIF because we're waiting for state guidelines as well. So whether there's going to be a student section, how many people can come to a game, do people have to wear masks? Those are all things that there's not answers for yet. If I was going to guess, we would probably have something similar to what you're going to see at what churches are doing now, where they have a seat, and then there's another designated area where someone else can sit, 4 or 5 rows down, or 4 or 5 feet down the way. You may see something like that where there's designated seating. What we know about coronavirus is that when there's large respiration, so if people are in the stands yelling or screaming like you would do at a game, well, that's not good, and that's one of the reasons why we want to wear masks, is to limit large respiratory activities. So my guess is even if students are allowed, it's going to be, I won't say assigned seating, but seating designated where people have to abide by those strictures.
Thanks, Katie. I've always wondered if baseball or football was the better sport.
Well, wonder no more, because I made a segment to finally see who's better.
What's up, JSerra? I'm Lola, and I'm here with Sean, Luke, Diego, and Ryan, and today we're going to see what sport is better, baseball or football. For football, I have Luke Berry and Sean McCarron, and for baseball, I have Diego Puglisi and Ryan Edwards. Our first activity, I'm going to have all 4 of them throw a football to see who throws the furthest.
Unfortunately, that's all we have for today, JSerra. I'm Gracie.
And I'm Lola, and thank you for tuning in to today's Line Report.